The Roe Buck rut is about to start and I can't wait. It is the best time of the year for deer stalking. I just love it. Getting roe bucks to come really close, especially catching out some old and mature bucks, it's perfect. I decided to do this video on how I call roe bucks. There's a lot of different ways. People have their own theories, which is fine, and there's so many calls out there that you can try. Most popular, of course, is the butterlow. It's a very simple call that you can just press with your hand and it makes a few roe deer calls. But I'm a big fan of the reed calls, which I can use my mouth for, and you can produce lots of different sounds with them and different pitches as well, which is perfect. The first sound I start with is the fawn contact sound. This is when the fawn is out on its own and it's lost and it's trying to get back to its mother, so it will start squeaking, and then the doe will come running back, and sometimes there could be a buck following. To do this call, the rubber band is on the first mark and you bite just in front of it, and then you blow soft streams of air into the call, and that sounds like this. It's very simple to do. Next is the doe contact sound. This is when the doe is trying to find its fawn. The buck might hear this and he wants to investigate and see what's going on and to check if she's in heat. So to do that one is you leave the rubber band on the first mark, but this time you put your lips on the rubber band and you do the same amount of, it's just exactly like the fawn but deeper. After that, I move on to the sound of a doe is agitated, which is called the agitation sound. This is when a buck is chasing a doe and she's not interested. She just wants to get away from him. That sound is still on the first mark, but this time you blow longer streams of air into the call and a bit more powerful. That sounds like this. The last sound I use is the agony sound. This is when the buck is really pushing the doe hard and being aggressive. She just wants to get away, but he's just not giving in and she starts panicking. This sound, you move the rubber up to the second mark, and this one takes a bit of practice to get used to. You want to bite on the first mark, and when you blow, you do it just like the agitation. You blow the sound into it, but then you let go with your teeth, and this sounds like that. You can see that I'm letting go with my mouth, which it kind of stops the sound instantly. Like I said, that one takes a bit of practice to get used to, but once you've been playing with the Nordic row a lot, you'll get used to it. It's very simple. To change the pitch with the Nordic row, on the backside there is a hole where you can put your thumb over. This will make it a lot lower, the sound, which is very easy. Just you can really hear the difference. When I am at a stand, I'm usually there for 30 minutes. I will start off with the fawn contact sound, and I'll do that for 5 minutes, and with 10-second gaps in between, and I'll blow it maybe 3-4 times. I do that the same with all the different sounds, all 5 minutes each. So that gives me 20 minutes, and then the last 10 minutes I'm doing a mixture of all of them together. Just keep swapping around and having a play with it, really. When I'm at a stand, you want to be somewhere that's not too open, where you're near to a woodland or overgrowth, anything like that. You don't want to be out in the middle of a huge opening. It's not as easy to call in. It does work sometimes, but it's better to be near a woodland. Wind can be an issue. If there's too much wind, it blows the sound away, and the chances are they're very slim. It's better to be somewhere that's sheltered, where the sound can travel a lot further. As you can see, I am wearing camouflage, and if I'm out, my hands are covered and my face and everything. This is just a personal preference. You don't have to be fully camouflaged. A lot of people just go out in their normal stalking gear and it works perfectly. But there's just sometimes when you're calling and you just want to be hidden. You could get caught out, and you don't want to ruin the chance if it's a big buck and he's came out and he's seen you calling. So I just wear the camoufage just in case that happens. Another call technique is barking. This doesn't always work, but sometimes it might give you the chance to get back in when you've been calling a buck in and then he's got a bit nervous and he's started to wander away, and then he starts barking. If he barks like this, bow, 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 then you might as well say goodbye, because he's running away. But if he just goes bow, bow, then you can kind of try to repeat what he's doing and he'll get curious. This doesn't often work, but some occasions it has got bucks interested. Usually it's a younger one, but you never know. If you think it's all over and you can hear one barking, just try and bark and he might come back again. People have always asked, what's the best time to call? You can pretty much call roebucks all day. If they are in the area and they are interested, they will come in. But I found that mornings have been better, but then again, you could speak to someone else and they say evenings are better. But if I was you and you were really keen to go out and call roebucks, I would spend nearly all day doing it. If you go out early mornings, they are the best times, and late evenings, of course. But like I said, you can probably call them all day if you wanted to. A great film to watch is Calling Roebucks by Mikael Tam. In this you get to see the Nordic roe call being used in Sweden and in England. A lot of action and a lot of bucks called in with different situations, calling out on open fields or along forests and with high wind. It's great and I recommend it. It's what has taught me how to call. I hope you liked my video on how I call roebucks. Maybe you've learned something, maybe you haven't, but I thought I'll just do a tutorial on how I do it. I was going to write it on my blog, but then I thought if I can show the sounds, then it'll be much better. Remember to check out my website for my hunting blog and also my artwork if you're interested. Thanks, and I hope to make some more videos soon.